Okay. Sounds like it's doing okay now. Okay. So it is a little bit, the YouTube is behind. I got to get used to that. So now that there's just one John, I would like to welcome you to this very messy live solo play of Colab. I really apologize for the multiple links. I apologize for the multiple Johns. But we're taking a look here at the solo. We're really excited for where the campaign's at right now. We're unlocking new things. I was pointing out some of this while there was the Legion of Johns was talking. We've got just 3 hours left, and we unlocked just now miniature minions. And so these guys are going to hold our dice, but there's going to be little tiny ones that are going to track the special power for Ivy, who we're going to be battling here today, and also going to be tracking my score as I go up on the score track. So we're going to be going to set the rest of this up. I've got the board set up. This is like the basic board setup for a 2-player game. Same thing with the single player, but we're going to do a few more things just to get the board set up and seated. And how that works is we're going to be using some of these white dice to kind of feed where things go on the board. So we are playing against Ivy with the Death Ray. I have played online before with Luciana and the Death Ray, and so the Death Ray, all the different Doomsday devices that you build have different types of effects, and all the enemies have different. So depending on who you go against, you're going to have different. Effects. So the first thing that we're going to do is we got to first kind of set up her special. It says we start with 4 criteria tokens in the bag. In this bag, we have all these gray criteria tokens, and they're going to tell us what the enemy is going to do, and then they're also going to set up for their builds on their grid here, because they're going to build a grid of 9 while I'm working on a grid of 12. So we're going to have to add in 4 of these special tokens. So I get 4 of these random ones, and I'm going to put them in the bag and shake it up and try to not make them all exactly on top, because when you draw those tokens, they end up making her special happen more often. So we're going to end up upgrading her, or moving her special up the track, and when it gets to number 3 there, it will fire, and she's actually going to take away my special dice as I collect these special dice throughout the game. I've got some of the supplies set off on the side here so that they don't, because the camera can only see a little bit, so I'm hoping we can see our play areas and things like that. But we're ready to go here. So she's got her cards. I've got my starting 5 dice, which is different than the multiplayer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by sending her minions out to the board. Okay, so what I do is I roll a dice, and this tells me where that minion is going to go. That minion is going to go to this tower. You can't see it. This is a prototype that I printed on our printer here, so it's pretty dark. This is the same one that all the reviewers saw, and if you play in like Tabletop Simulator or Tabletopia, you'll see that it's quite a bit brighter. But this is also not the final artwork. Magdalena's working on that, and we're gonna get. I can't wait to see what she has for that. Everything she makes is phenomenal. But anyways, this dice says the minions go into that. So we roll this dice. This says we're going to. If we follow that icon here, it says we're going to add a power token to the bag. So we take one of these special power tokens, we put it in the bag, give it a good shake, and hopefully we never draw that thing. And then this is going to go on that tower. Alright, these only kind of fit in here because they got the stickers, and these particular stickers were like twice as thick as every other sticker. Okay, and then I do it again for the other minion. We got the gear, that's this tower over here. We're going to roll this dice, see what they get. Ooh, the bramble. So this one is going to remove dice from my minions. So whether I put it there, like when this goes out, if I had other minions, then my dice would come off of the board. If I place a minion there, I lose the dice too. They get caught in her brambles, and I don't get to use my stuff. We're also going to roll for her and see what lab she goes to. She's going to go to the brain lab here. Up in the corners there are little icons that show us where she goes and things of that nature. So that is all of ours. I am then going to go ahead and set myself up by getting my things out on the board. And this is where I start to get a little bit of choice. So I'm going to roll a dice. I don't really get to choose what it is. And then I put it out on the board somewhere that will get me the bottom stuff here. And I want to start out with a good amount of cards. So I am actually going to put it... where am I going to put it? I don't want to put it on the bramble one, but I kind of want to load up next to her so that I can get more collect action. So let's do that. And I'm going to get 2 cards, and I will take a blue and a red. Yeah, I'll take a blue and a red. Alright, so I've got these. Ooh, the Royal Chalice. And I have to put one of them back, so I'm going to put this one back. Oh, take a tier. So this one's going to feed potions. This one's going to get me more actions. This will help me collect more dice, and she's going to take dice from me. They're both really good. I'm going to take the potion one, because I did red last time, so I'm going to play with blue. Alright, so I'm going to keep this one, and then I do it again. Send out another minion. Alright, and this is going to go somewhere, and I think I will... put this one over here. Yeah, I'll put it here. I'm going to get another 2 blue cards now that I have feed a potion. Okay, so... Alright, let's make a choice on this. Okay, so I'm going to keep this guy, and I'm going to put the other ones back. Alright, now... Oh, I've got 2 cards here. Not sure where you can see. Oh, if I'm above this line, you can see. Okay. So I ended up keeping this guy. That's going to get me a bunch of research, and research is going to help me out because I don't want to trigger too much on this board. It will let me upgrade the board, the main board, but she will trigger her power every time I pass one of those. Okay, so the next thing I do is I'm going to roll all my dice. So these guys are ready to go. And then now she's going to start with her first turn of the game. So on an enemy turn, it's pretty simple. How it works is you draw a token from the bag. We take this token out, okay? So this token says we're going to take the minion that's closest to her, that's this one, and we're going to move it to the brain tower. So the brain tower is over here. So all my planning over here didn't really help me out, but now it's over there, so maybe I can still get something going. All right, this now is finished, so it flips over to the check mark. Check mark goes next to or on top of the Death Ray card deck up here. And then once we get 3 of those tokens, that card will build. But we have 2 more turns before she does anything there. And luckily we didn't have anything bad happen, which is great. Oh, I did forget to roll this dice. Okay, so that one means I have to discard a token, dice, or card. Ooh, okay, so I don't want to get rid of a card. I'm going to discard a dice. So this dice goes away, and that's a bit of a bummer. Okay, so she's done with her turn. She's 1/3 of the way to her built card, and then I am going to send something out to the board. I don't know how much I can plan on. Let me do this. I'm going to do this and send this out here. I'm going to gain a potion token, and I can store that here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to gain a blue token instead. Yeah, I'll gain a blue token for now. And now I've got 3 guys over there, so I'm going to send my my guy. If he goes there, I could collect over there. Okay, I will go here, and I'm going to gain myself 2 blue dice. And when I collect the 2 blue dice, they go right into my bucket here. Alright, that ends my turn. It is Ivy's turn. Ivy is going to draw from the bag. Oh, she got a teal. Okay, so this teal one means she ups her power by 1 just by drawing the teal. That's it. So, but then she also has where she's going to seek out the player. So this means she's going to go clockwise until she gets to a player. And you could play against 2 people. That's why it says to player. She's coming over to me. And now this is bad as well, because anytime an enemy shares my space, whether I visit her or she visits me, she gets angry and ups her power. So now she is 1 away from stealing away one of my dice that I just collected, and that is a bit of a bummer. Alright, so now this gets over to its check mark, and we've got 2 out of the 3 built. Alright, so my turn. I have to pull something back, and I'm going to pull this one back. Actually, no, I'll pull this one back. So this is going to return a dice and get a blue card. So I return this die, and then I'm going to get a blue card. Okay. Ooh, yes. Alright, so hopefully we can get some things going. I don't know if I can build just yet. Yeah, I'm gonna need more resources. Okay, so I think I will go over here. Wait, I cheated. I don't get 2 dice. I got 1 dice off of that. So I only have the 1. I need to go get some more. So I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna use these 2 minions to collect that 1 dice. Okay, and that is my turn. So, oh, I'm not her. I am not used to being Elias. Okay, so now it's her turn. She's going to draw a token from the bag. Please don't be a teal. It is a teal. Oh, no, and she's following me around, too. Okay, teal upgrades her power. She is going to then activate it, and she's going to return 1 to your supply. Must be from your pool, if possible. So I lose this die, and it goes back. Man, that was angry lady. All right, now, after that, she's going to... That was just for drawing this. She is going to follow me. She's going clockwise. She lands next to me, and she's up in her power again. Now, there are only, 5 of these in the bag right now, so, I mean, getting rid of those is not the worst thing, but I really wish I could get some dice going. Okay, now, this criteria matches the death ray, so we can draw this card, and she's going to build this into the grid. Now, I don't know if you can see this here, but the card here, it's kind of shiny. It tells us where in the grid it goes, because it's always a grid of 9, and those cards always go in the same place. There is multiples of each one, so it's kind of hard to tell which is which, but this one is going to go over here. Let me make sure it's in the camera. And this says, all players discard 1 card and 1 token. Oh, man. Okay, well, I don't want to make her angry because she'll end up upgrading her power again, but I got to now get rid of a card, and that is awful. Okay, so I got to get rid of this card, and then I'm going to get rid of a token as well. Okay, this is a rough start, and she's got 1 card, I've got nothing. Okay, next, I am looking to collect some more stuff, but I have an opportunity to get 2 dice, and I feel like I have to take that. So I am going to send this guy out. I'm going to return a dice, this one, and then I'm going to get a potion token. Okay, and then I'm going to move over here, and I'm going to get two blue dice. Alright, it's back to her turn. These get discarded because we're done with those. Alright, on her turn she's going to draw a token. And when we draw a token, man, I should have shuffled these up better. I did. I shuffled them, shook them all around. Okay, it's like every single one. Well, we had one that wasn't. Okay, so she gets to upgrade her power, or she gets to bump her power up. And this says that the minion that is closest to her is going to move to join one of my, it's the player minion. So that's what the P means. We have a reference card that goes over all these powers. So actually in this case what happens is this minion is going to leave the board and then it's going to come right back to where it is. Now what you do with these checks, it is important how they work because there's damage that comes out to the board and things. We'll go through that once we deal with it. But basically what happens is they would leave the board and come back to the same space. Now that can be important based on if there's damage already on that or something of that nature. We're going to roll this and it's making me discard. I've got to discard a dice, token, or card. Okay, so I've got to discard a dice. Oh, a token. I'm going to get rid of this potion token. Yeah, let me save that. Okay, and now she has the criteria towards this 4, which is nice that we have the 4. That'll buy us a little bit of time where we can get some stuff going. Alright. Now, I've got to take my turn. I'm going to pull a guy off the board. And I will pull off this one. And I'm going to return a dice and get a potion token. I can use that to discard. Get another dice. Okay. Alright, we're close. We're close. I'm getting there. I can almost build a card here, but not quite. Okay, so if I can't build a card, I want to collect something. What can I collect? I'd really like to go to the space she is at. I could get 2 tokens, which would be really nice. right now. But I think instead what I shall do is I will come over here and I'll just grab a purple. Okay. 2 minions got me that purple. Alright, now it's her turn again. She's got 1 of her 4 criteria, and we're going to hope that this is not a teal token. It's not! Yay! Okay, and now so what happens is the minion that is closest to her, that's this guy, is going to move this way to go to the player minion, closest player minion. Okay, so before it was going that way, and that was the one next to my, well, this minion. But it's going to go clockwise around before it went the other direction. So it would have switched towers, but okay. So we would actually then go. The closest one would be this, and we roll. So it's not moving, but it's not coming to find me. But it does take away my dice this time. Oh, that's not fun. Okay, so I have fewer dice on the board when I go to build. Okay, she's halfway done with that card. It is my turn. I have a minion to send, and I want to set him up where I could maybe build over by this guy. I wish I could go over there, because that's where you could build a bunch of blue cards. But for now, I'm just going to load this up here. I am going to need a purple on this one card, so maybe I will do that, and I will get a purple token. Ooh. Or should I pull back a dice and get a purple card? Well, I'm going to need dice to keep going, but at the same time I don't want to go too far, and I'm going to go ahead and pull back a dice, and I will get the purple die, and that's not the right purple, and I'll get a purple card. Okay, now I can go collect, and I'm going to come over here and grab a blue dice. Alright, she really hurt me early on, so it's like I don't have as much stuff. Okay, her turn. She's going to do this. And she is coming to get me. Okay, so she's going to go clockwise to the nearest player. She goes here to the nearest player. And she is on the same spot as me. So I now have to up her power to 3, and that's going to take away yet another dice from me. Oh. Alright, well, we'll get rid of that purple I just got. It's got to be from my pool, so I might as well get rid of the purple. And now she has 3 of her 4, and I feel like I can go... should I rest? Let's see. I'm going to be pulling a minion back. Over there I can get 2... Well, no, I can get a dice. A dice. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go rest. I'm going to rest here. I'm going to leave... No, you know, I'm going to take a chance. So you can discard any amount of dice you want into your bowl. And then I'm going to shake this out. Roll them out. Okay. Now we got a bunch more choices. Alright. Before the end of my turn, though, here, I am going to discard one of these blue... Because we have a ton of these same blue shapes. I'm going to discard one of these to flip this to a double wild side. That's your special power here on the bottom. It also, though, when I come here, I get to get 2 things. And so I think I will get a purple and a red token. Alright, so I could have taken potion tokens or cards. I'm going to get that, the purple stuff. Okay, and now it's her turn. She's going to draw from the bag. Alright. Alright, so gray. I like seeing gray. Alright, her minion, who's closest to her, that's this guy, is going to go to the tower with the leaf. And that's this one over here. So we take the dice out, we're going to roll it. Okay, it's got to bounce, right? And this says we're going to add another teal token to the bag. So I add that into the bag. And we're really going to shuffle this because I'm not wanting to draw any more. Dropped one up. Okay. Okay, so then she gets 4. So now that she has 4 of these criteria tokens, she's going to build this card. Okay, and this card goes to the bottom corner of the grid, and we are fortunate because when a card comes out, it does its power, but it will also trigger any of the powers that are adjacent to it as well. So if it was here, it would do its power and the card next to it. But since it's over here, we bought ourselves a little bit of time here, and this is going to damage the board. So it says roll a white dice. So we're going to do that. And this is the gear tower. So the gear tower is going to get a damage token. Okay. Not so bad. If we had Luciana, she'd be blowing things up left and right, but that might be better. I might prefer that to taking my dice away. So each of the characters has their own kind of things going on. Adam says, I wish that the Kickstarter was magic, where when the funding period was done, the game would show up at my door. I'm super excited to play the physical form. Yeah, no, I wish it could be that way too, but alas, that's not where we're at. But we do have Tabletop Simulator available. I really hope we can get to some conventions and stuff too, to be able to bring some early copies and do some demos with some people and things. I'm so excited for where the game is at. And we've got, what, 2 hours left? Maybe 2.5? Something like that. Funding is really picking up here at the end, and I'm excited to see where we go. Alright, so she built her card, she damaged the board, she's all done. She's got another card here coming. So I gotta get to building. That's what I want to do. Okay, now she's sitting in the space. I have to move a minion, and then I am gonna continue on. I want to build. Okay, so I want to build this one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send a dice out, and I am pretty. Oh no, I don't send a dice. I gotta pull something back. Okay, so what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to pull this one back because it doesn't have any dice, it doesn't help me, so that's fine. I'm going to get 2 potion tokens. And right now I don't have anywhere to store those potion tokens, but my plan is this turn I'm going to build a card, and so just by the end of your turn you have to have a place for it to go. Yeah, Tabletop Simulator does help in the meantime a bit. That's what Michael is saying on there. And we're gonna, have the content getting updated so that it's in its final form as much as possible. Okay, so I pull the guy back. I've got the tokens I got. Now I'm gonna go over here to this lab and I'm gonna build. When you go to a lab, I don't know if I said this for those who aren't so familiar, you're gonna choose either to collect or build. To this point, I haven't been able to build yet, so I've just been taking the collect action again and again, trying to get some more dice going as she's stealing them away from me. But this time I am going to build. So I've got this card here, and this card actually says I need to have 2 bottles, 1 leaf, 1 gear, and 1 brain. Okay, I have nothing on the board to help me, no help there. But I do have this 2 wild blue, okay? So I normally like to put them on there, so 2 wild blue covers my bottles, and I've got a leaf, and then I've got these 2 tokens, which cover the other ones. And so that card is paid for and built. So I put these back in the supply. Any dice I spent go back into my bowl. And now this comes out and starts my grid, which is exciting to have something actually I can use to get going. Alright, so I'm going to store these tokens on that card before the end of my turn here. I am going to discard this dice to flip this dice to its 2 side. And then I'm going to spend one of these tokens, and I am going to do the power of this card. And this card says I return 1 dice to my pool. If I get more cards around it, I can return more. But for now, I'm just going to pull 1 dice out, so I'm going to get that blue back, and hopefully, yeah, that's a good roll. Okay, cool. And actually, I have the dice where I can build again. Hopefully she moves and gives me a chance to do it. Alright, now it's Ivy's turn. Ivy is going to draw a token from the bag. And it is not teal, which is exciting. Alright, we take the minion that's closest to her, and this one's going to move. It's going to go to the tower with a wrench. We're rolling that. Oh, it's going to make me discard a token, a card, or what is it? Discard a dice, token, or card. So I can discard a dice, or a token, or card. I'm going to do this dice. I'm trying to build this up to get more stuff going. I would really love to build this card too. I need to collect some purple. Alright, so she finished this, and we're at 1 out of the 2, so she's gonna be building another card pretty soon. Oof, I really want to build this other card. And I think I'm just going to, it's going to make her a little angry though. But it's pretty cheap over here, so it's like I feel like I got to go do it while it's there. And there's not much for collecting, but could I create a collection action that I like? Not particularly. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send this double wild out to the board, and I'm going to put it right here. And that's going to feed later, but I'm going to use it to go over here, I think, and collect and hope she moves. And I hope she doesn't move into me. Alright, but this action here is going to get me dice returned. So let's return this dice. Ooh, another double. And then I'm going to get a red card. So let's see what we got from the red. Ooh, gain a card when you build next to it. Alright. And then I'm going to move over here. You know what? I don't want to be next to her. I'm going to go here. Because I'm doing about the same thing. I could get research. Which also I forgot to bump up. I'm on 3. That's what that card did. Anytime you build a card, you go up on the scoreboard. Yeah, I'm going to get a dice, and let's recover that purple. Alright, her turn. No teal, no teal. No special. Yeah, no special. Alright, the minion closest to her. And now, for the first time in the game, we have these two minions are equal distance away. It has to do with the tower, not their placement on the tower. So, equal distance away, we get to choose. So I'm going to get rid of this bramble guy because it was sitting there blocking my double token, which I definitely want to get that thing going. So I'm going to have this guy move, and he's going to move to the tower with a bottle. So he, no. Well, it depends on the roll. So it doesn't have the bramble yet, and no bramble. Okay, great. Alright, but it does add one of those nasty special tokens to the bag. So I'm going to grab one of these, put it in the bag, give it a good mix around. Okay. And she finishes that card. Ooh. 3 cards built. She's a third of the way through. But we get a bottom corner. Okay, so this is going to damage the board. So we roll that white dice. And it is going to the brain tower. Alright, where's the brain tower? That's over there. So we get a damage token on the board. And then the next thing she does is she's going to, all players must discard 1 card and 1 token. Okay, so I will get rid of 1 card, 1 token. I gotta get rid of this. And you know what? I'm gonna ditch that red card I got because it's not quite as good as the other ones I have. Alright. Michael's asking, out of curiosity, which element changed the most over the design of Colab? Well, there's a lot of different elements that were going on. I would say the thing that changed the most is probably the board. We had a lot of different ways that ended up working. This whole tower wheel thing has been around for quite a while now, but it used to have all kinds of things that reminded me more of like other worker placement games where you're building buildings throughout, and it was like there was other things with conduits and all kinds. It was really complex, and it didn't need to be, and so we really slimmed it down to really focus on the collaborative stuff of the minions between spots and things of that nature. There weren't scientists originally, you just had your minions too, so a lot of changes over working with Jonathan Gilmore and stuff, and it's been really cool to slim down the game and really focus on what it is that we want it to do. Okay, speaking of what I want to do, we have discarded stuff here, and hopefully I can go do some building. Now, she has not moved, and I cannot afford what I want to do. So, the question is, do I go and collect? Actually, you know what I'll do? I'm going to pull this guy back. So to start my turn, I pull this guy back, and I will gain a potion token and return a dice. So I will return this die. Oh, and I got another bottle. So I've got 2 bottles. Wow, that got me exactly what I needed. How lucky is that? Okay, so I will then now change my plans. Oh wait, no, I return that, but I forgot to get this. So I like to store, if I have one, I like to store it on my board. You're allowed to store one potion token on your board, and that makes it flexible, and we're going to see in a second why that is important. I mean, I don't need to store it right now. It can be sit and float in my player area until the end of my turn, but I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to do some building. Alright, so I'm going to build a potion card, and this potion card requires, it needs 3 leaves and 2 bottles here, and I have 4 leaves and 2 bottles, so I'm going to overpay just a little bit, but that's alright. I'm going to build this card right next to this guy, and then I'm going to put, no, I'm going to leave this in the flex position. I'm going to spend this token though, and that's going to return 1 die to my pool and return an additional die for every unique adjacent. So I do have 1 unique adjacent, so I get 2 dice back, and I'm going to pull back, actually, this purple, maybe. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Oh, man. Okay, so next time, can I do... Oh, I can't get a purple token and build. So I'm going to wait on what I was going to do. Like, I was thinking about maybe discarding this, but I think it might be better to pull out some dice next turn, because I can just move this. I can discard it from here and activate any potion, or use it to devote to any of those potions. So we're going to let her go on her turn and see what happens. No teal, no teal. Alright, so she is having her closest minion, which is this guy over here, is going to go to the player minion. And this is going clockwise. So we're going to take this guy off. We're going to roll the dice. And it is add another thing to the bag. Oh, so we only started with 4. But she keeps adding them into the bag. So we're going to add this one into the bag. Give it a good shake. And then this gets added to her criteria. 2 more to go. Okay. And I am going to try to get to some purple here if I can. But it seems like it's going to be a rough go to get that to happen. So maybe I should devote something to the board. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do a risk on this. And I'm going to put this guy out here. We're going to return a dice. So I'll get one of my white dice. Nope, no purple. Dang it. And then I'm going to get a potion token. So this potion token I put on that because I want to return some dice. So I will use it right now before I even move to see if I have the opportunity to build. And pull out 2 dice and really hope that I get some purples. No purple at all. Okay. Well, if I go over there, I can get myself a card and a purple dice. And you know what? I should have waited on this because then I could have pulled that purple dice out. But oh well. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this guy over here. I can get a card and a purple dice. So I will take a red card. Well, I have blue. I'm going to take a blue card because this guy needs another blue card. Okay. That's interesting. Alright, I did notice that I forgot to do this again. Got too excited with her turn. Alright, so I took the card, and I didn't take the dice yet. Here's the dice. Purple dice. And now it's her turn. She's got 1 of 3. So, no, she got a teal again. Okay, well this one is going to first bump up her power. And then we're going to roll to see where her minion is going to go. So we take this guy, trusty extra white dice, and it's going to go over to this tower. No, it's going to go to this one. Good. If it was going to go to this tower, we actually would have been in trouble because what would happen is it can't move there. Unless it was this minion, which in this case it actually would be this minion, it would leave and come back and be fine. But if it was this one, we would be in trouble. So this is going to move that minion to this tower. Roll its dice. Bramble. Dang it. So the bramble takes away my fancy 2 blue die, which is really sad because I was hoping to be able to build. But she's sitting here blocking this space anyways. I can't go over there. So maybe it's not so bad. Okay. So, you know what I need to do? I need to rest. So I'm going to rest. When I rest, one of the solo things is I get to remove damage from the board, so I'm going to do that. And so I'm going to rest and remove that damage. Then I get to roll my dice. I'm going to take all these dice and toss them right back in. And then I'm going, actually, before I do that, I'm going to discard one of those dice to flip a die to the side of my choice, which I'm going to do that, and then that way I get as many dice back as possible. Okay, so now we actually have these all right here are enough to build that purple card I got in my hand, so that will be wonderful. Alright. I get two things of my choice. Here I'm going to take some more cards, I think. I will take... or should I get some tokens? You know what, I'm going to get 2 red tokens. Because I need to build a red card next to this thing too, so I can really get my dice back a lot. That goes up there. And that's going to end my turn. So I got to repair, got some stuff, mitigated my dice. I could use this, but I already have all of my dice back, so there's no real reason to do it. Ivy's turn. No teal. No teal. There we go. Alright. So, her closest minion now, and so this one says my closest minion is, or her closest minion is going to go to the other minion's tower. So this one, Mr. Bramble, is going to roll and go over here. So this is going to add another one of those tokens to the bag. Man, she's just pumping this bag full of those tokens. I'm not really digging it. Alright, but she did complete this card as well. And where's it going? In the middle. Okay. Roll a white dice and add a damage token. So we got the bottle tower that's over here. We add a damage token to 2 spaces on that lab. Well, there are 2 open spaces. If she was unable to complete the action, she'd get mad and bump up her power. But we could do it. Now it also is going to make all players discard 1 card and 1 token. Oh, no. Well, I got to get rid of this card. I'm planning on building this guy because it'll get me a dice and help me bring back more dice. So the other chalice got to go bye-bye. And then it says 1 token. Yeah, I'll get rid of this because I definitely want to pull out some dice, and I don't know if I don't want to limit myself, so I will get rid of that token. That's rough. Okay, so now it's my turn. I've got to pull a minion back. Let's see. I will pull back this minion because he's not helping me, and I will get. I'll get a purple token. That'll be helpful. And then I'm going to go and I want to build this card. So I'm going to come over here and we're going to build with purple, and that one already has 2 purple. Let's see. Ooh, I'm going to do something here. So while I'm here, I can repair any tower that's adjacent to me, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. I have 2 bottles here. Oh, you know what? I could do both. You know what? I like cleaning up the map. Maybe I'll do that since I'm pulling back a lot of dice. Or not. I don't have the cards right now, so not having the dice maybe isn't the worst thing. So I am going to get rid of these 2. Yep. And I'm going to get rid of this one with the 2, and I get to repair both of those. Now this only has to do with the adjacent towers, and you have to pay 2 of the resources that match the tower symbol. And so that was 2 bottles and 2 bottles for me to do the repairs on those. Okay, now I'm here, I'm building, and I'm going to build these chompers. And the chomper takes 2 lightning, which is out there, and then 2 brains. And I've got those 2 brains right there. So that's going to build this card, and I'm going to put it adjacent right here. So now I got these cards. 2 more points for me. Uh-oh, that means I crossed the threshold here. And when I cross this threshold, it's going to allow me to upgrade the board, but she's also going to get mad and take my stuff away. I almost sang "take my breath away." Alright, so she's going to get mad. She's going to take away my blue dice here, and then she drops to 0. Then I get to upgrade the board. So I'm going to grab a tier 2 upgrade. Why not? Tier 2 upgrade here. Ooh, build more stuff. You know what? I'm going to put this over here, I think. And that's going to let me build blue, red and purple in that space. So I have a lot of options if I go over there and I build. And I like this space over here, so I'm going to probably be around that spot often. Okay, so that is the end of my turn, which she just did some, which is a bummer because I want to do more. I did get the 2 points off of there. I am going to, before the end of my turn, I'm going to spend this token to activate this potion, and that's going to return 1 dice plus 1 dice for each unique adjacent, and I do have 2 adjacent, so I get to bring back 3 dice. And you know what? I'm going to bring back all 3 of these special dice that I have left here. Alright. Now, Ivy's turn. She's going to be pulling a token, and we hope it's not a teal one. Alright, not teal. Good. But she's coming after me. Okay, she goes clockwise around. She goes clockwise around. That was this thing. I remember because it went in the bag. Okay, she visits my space, and she gets mad. She's very angry. I love the new art, by the way. Magdalena, like just after I posted the last update, she sent me new artwork for that, the more up-to-date artwork, and it is just looking so good. I love all her stuff. Every time I get like a notification with her or like updated artwork, it feels like Christmas or her birthday or something like that. It's like I gotta go see it, you know. Okay, so Ivy finishes her turn, and now it is me. And she's emptied my space here that I want, so that is a good thing. But I need to now figure out how I'm going to get... You know what? I am going to go all in here on hoping I get the right card. So I'm going to pull 2 blue cards. Okay. Ooh. Oh, that guy's good too. You know what, though? I am going to keep this one because it is going to be a dice palooza, or I don't know what. I'm going to get a lot of dice with this guy. So I'm keeping this guy, and I can build it. So I will. I'm going to go over here. So I did the action there. I pulled 2 cards and chose 1. I am going to keep this card, and then I'm moving over here to do a build. And I have 4 of the blue resources on the board, so I am just all set. I need 2 bottles and 1 leaf. I've got 2 leaves and 2 wild, so the 2 wild cover my 2 bottles, the 2 leaves cover my 1 leaf, and I just need now a brain and a gear. So I'm going to use, for the gear, I'm going to use this red token, and for the brain, I'm going to use this dice, because I'm going to be able to pull it back, and it'll be great when I can do that. And then I'm going to put this right here. Now the cool thing about this is when I activate this potion, it's going to feed both of these cards a potion token. So for 1 potion token, I can activate both of these, and currently it will get me 3 dice and 2 dice. If I just put a red card here, then I'm going to be getting 4 and 3, and I could get 4 and 4. So I might never have to rest again in this game if I finish getting this set up. So that's great. I did get points, so I got to go up 3. Ooh, and I'm just shy of the next upgrade. All right, her turn. No special. No special. All right, great. That means no special. Oh, she is, though, going to go... Good. It's the wrong direction. She's going to go clockwise. So this is going clockwise 1 space. And then she gets to finish her thing. She is building this card. This card is in the top corner. So only 1 thing is happening. But now we're getting to a position where any card built now is going to trigger more than 1 thing. So that's not a good thing that she's getting to. Alright, we've got the bottle. That's this one. So we're going to damage that space. So good thing well, maybe a good thing I cleared that out. If she can't damage it, she gets mad. So it's a good thing I cleared it out. Okay, now it is my turn. The question here is, what do I want to do? I am light on dice, it feels. Oh, I could go collect over there, but I've got to pull a guy back. Oh, bummer. Okay. Well, I'm going to pull this one back, and it's going to get me 1 dice back. And then I'm going to actually discard a dice to flip this to its best side. And then I get a potion token, which I'm going to put on this because I know that's where I'm going to use it. The question is, I don't know if I can build anything, and collecting is not looking great right now. If I go there, I can get dice. I feel like I need a red dice, but I can't get a red dice right now. Oh, I could if I go over here. Yeah, maybe I'll do that, and I'll get, or do I want 2 cards? If I'm gonna get 2 cards, I feel like I should have rested, but I would have missed out on the other action. So I am gonna gain a red dice, and then I am finished. Oh wait, no, I will activate this potion. Okay. When I activate this potion, it's going to put a potion token on each of Jason's cards, but I'm going to use those both right now, so I'm not going to get them and put them back. Alright, so these are going to activate. This one will get me 2 dice, and this one will get me 3 dice, so I get to pull all 5 of these dice out, and that feels very nice. Alright, we got lots of resources to work with, and it is Ivy's turn, so no special. Here it comes. Alright, great. I love seeing that. Alright, so the minion closest to her, we choose either one of those, which neither of are affecting us in a different way, so it doesn't really matter. And then it's going to go to the lightning tower. So let's just pull this guy off, and then, brambles. Okay, well, at least I don't have any dice over there, and it's going over there. Brambles sounded like a curse or something, like, brambles. I don't have to do that. Alright, so I now have to create something good. Alright, let's do this. I'm going to put this dice over here. I really don't like loading that many up on one tower, but I have a bunch of blue. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put it over here, and I'm going to gain 2 potion tokens. Yeah, I will get 2 potion tokens. I'm going to put them both here, and that's going to set me up for later turns. I want to try to get to build a red card if I can. So I need to go try to, collect some cards? Oh, yeah, instead of the potion tokens, should I have gotten cards? Well, yes, instead of those tokens, I'm going to get, I'll just rewind a little bit. I'm going to get 2 red cards. Okay, and I can choose from these. Alright, well, this one is better for building a bunch of red, and I'm not doing that. This will get me extra dice back, which is an okay thing, but I'm really looking to fill the requirements of both of these cards at once, so I can return all my dice, and it does seem like I need to be then collecting some dice. Alright, I am 1 resource away from being able to build this card this turn, and I have no way to really... Nah, because I have all these are wrenches. So if one of those was different, I could mitigate my dice and make it happen, but I can't this turn. So, it's like I should have gone for a blue, because I might have been able to build over here. So, should I collect? I already yanked some of those. I could go get 2 more cards. And maybe having the choices on the cards would be a good thing. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to pull a... I have a lot of purple. I'm going to pull a purple card to keep, and a blue card to keep. Because I'm using this thing twice with those minions. Okay. Discarding tokens doesn't sound terribly fun. There's a couple points, though, and I might need those. I really do need to get some sort of thing going with research or more points. This guy, I can build next turn. Okay, so, Ivy. Alright, she's got her closest minion is going to go to the lightning tower, which is over here. So we're going to take this guy, roll his dice. He's going to make me discard. I'm going to discard a dice, token, or card. Dice, token, or card. Let's see. I will get rid of this card, I think. Yeah, I'll get rid of this card because I don't think I want to discard. I'm not pumping tokens. If I was making a bunch of tokens with some potions, I would be all about that, but that one is not going to work for me this round. Okay, so she's got 2 out of her 3. Now it's my turn. You can always calculate your score here and take a look. I've got 6, 7, 8, 9 points. I'm sitting at 9 points there. In case I'm worried if I missed some, which sometimes I do because I get too excited to take her turn. Alright, now I need to pull something off. I do have the cards, and I can do a build. I can build this purple, and so I want to be able to pull those dice back after I build the purple. So I want a potion token. So I will pull this one off. And I will gain 2 potion tokens, and that will buy me some time, or I don't have to do that as much. And this turn I will activate this and put a potion on each of these. So we're just generating potions. This card is add 1 potion token to 2 different adjacent cards not named Royal Chalice. So you can't have Royal Chalice, fill Royal Chalice. The Brunzer is here. He says, hey all. Hey, thanks for joining us. We got 11 people watching. It's really exciting to have people jump in and take a look at the game. Does anybody in the chat have an update on where we're at on funding? We're like, what, 2 hours now? Something like that? Alright, I'm going to build. So I pulled off that one, and now I'm coming over here. I'm going to build a purple. This card requires 2 of each. I'm going to do 2 brains with this one, and then I'm going to do a lightning and a lightning. So that's a wild, that becomes a lightning, and that goes here. Alright, so this guy I want to be over here, I think. Ooh, I'm limiting myself. So you can only build 4 wide, but I do want that next to. If I put a red there, I'll get those really pumped up. And I've got 4 dice in there, and this one will pull back 3 of them. So I think this turn I will only use... Oh, have I mitigated dice yet? I don't think I have. Yeah, I'm only going to use this one though. I'm going to discard this one, and pull back 3 dice. I'll get these fancy dice. Okay. I feel like I should be leaning into purple now that I can pull dice back so much. Alright, Adam says we are at 208,000. Awesome. That's awesome. We got those mini minis. I'm really excited to have those as an add-on. For all the all-in pledges, you get a ton of stuff, but now including the mini miniatures that will take over these spots where they track your score track and the enemies for the solo. Okay, so I was just yanking back some dice. I'm deciding whether I want to discard. I think I will discard this dice to flip this to its best side. Now next turn I only have to get 1 red, and I can build that red card. Okay, so now it's Ivy's turn. She's going to be building the card, and I feel like I'm in trouble. I'm only a third of the way to my points. I need to build some purples. Alright, closest one of these 2. We'll get rid of the brambles. We're going to roll, and it is another bramble, so it is going on the gear tower, which is the worst possible. Okay, so the brambles robs me of both of these dice. That is painful. Oh, goodness, Ivy. Alright. I love when the brambles work out that way. I mean, I love it and I hate it, but alright, so these now are going to build this card. This is going down here. Oh no. Okay, so draw and resolve another criteria token is what the first thing it says to do. Oh no, that puts me halfway to that one. Alright, this is going to move closest minion, this one, to the gear tower, which is the same one. And it already robbed me of the brambles. Oh, well, it's bramble again. So at least that's not so bad. But we do have this card now half done, which is not great because she's only got 3 more cards to build, and I am severely lacking in points. I think I really need to push into trying to get some purples here. So on my, nope, I gotta finish this. So we're gonna first roll a white dice, and the brain tower gets a damage. So that is over here, brain tower damage. We roll it again for this card. This is the lightning tower, gets the damage. And then we roll for this one's going to be the double damage one. The brain tower gets a double damage, but it can't finish it, so she is angry, and she goes up to 2. Oh man, that was a rough one, and she's only got 3 more cards. I gotta get moving. Okay, so I need to try to get some red. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put this double out here, and I'm going to pull back a dice. Hopefully it's a red. Nope, no red. And then I get a purple card, and hopefully I get a good purple card. Ooh, Millicent. She's worth a lot, but I'll have to surround her with purple, and I won't be able to do that too much. Well, we'll see. I'll see if I can get that going, because I do have, like right now I've got 4 of the lightning. She needs then 1 more lightning and 4 more brains, and so it's like, it's actually not too far off when I got some tokens, and she's worth 3 points for every adjacent, so I could get 9 points off of her if I get some more monsters. Maybe not a bad idea, but right now I need to try and get some red, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to discard this card, or this token, or this dice, to flip this to the gear side. That way I'll show how some things work. Okay, so now I'm going to move. I'm going to move over here. I can build red. This card needs 2 gears and 2 wrenches. This one covers 2 of them, and this one these each cover the other ones. Now, a dice can be split for the cost of a single card, but a dice cannot be split across multiple cards. Let's say I had 3 of these dice, and then that one I couldn't use half of it for one and half for another. That's how that kind of works. Alright, so that pays for that. Oh, we have a G off W all-in backer, and the guy who watched before. Thanks for joining us over here. You were in the last live stream that I was doing with John Gilmore. Thanks for checking out another one. Alright, so this builds over here, and I get 2 points. Oh no. Okay, I get 2 points, and I'm going to upgrade the board. I have to get rid of a dice. I have a lot of blue, and I think I'm going to switch into doing purple here. So I'm going to get rid of this blue die that she takes away from me. She drops back down to 0. And then I get to upgrade the board. Alright, so let's do a tier 2, because we need to try and get better spaces. So tier 2 here. 3 minions for 4 tokens. That is not bad. There are 3 minions already over here. Let me just go ahead and throw that up there. So we're going to get extra tokens on that one. Alright, so now it's her turn, and she's going to pull out a token. We got a gray, which is good. Alright, so her minion that's closest to her is going to go visit my minion. So we have the same thing going on again. And let's hope for a bramble. Nope, no bramble. I've got to discard something. I've got to discard a dice, token, or card. Sometimes these don't like to go in there. Alright. Dice, token, or card. Oof. Well, I'll get rid of a dice, because I have ways to get dice back. Like, I can pull most of those dice back in now, because if I activate that, I can do both of them. So, that's not a big deal. But she is building this card. And this card is going up top here. It says, draw and resolve another criteria token. I'm in big trouble here. I don't think I'm going to do very well. Alright, so now she's coming after me. So she comes over here. And she's got, well, it was that way. And she gets mad because she doesn't like being near me. Wants to work alone or something. Alright, so this goes here. Alright, we got a 4. That is a nice reprieve at this point, and I hope I can make it work to my advantage. Yeah, okay, so... Oh, I've got to finish these. Yeah, so roll, and let's roll for this one. It's going to be the gear tower, which is that one. She can't damage it, so it goes up. This one has to add 2. The brain tower, which is already full up, and she gets mad again, and she's going to take away my dice. She activated her power again, so I've got to get rid of, starting with my pool, so I got to get rid of this. This goes back to the bank, not to my bull. That is not fun. Okay, I am going to. Man, this is rough. So I'm going to activate this potion, and it will put one here, and it will put one here. Question is, should I rest and get all my dice back, or, and then I could repair, I could get some stuff to really prepare. My purple dice have gone away, which is not so fun. I thought I was going to move into purple. Got that big purple card. Whew. You know, I could go over there and get 3, or well, 4. You know what? That might do that. Okay, I am going to go. No, because then I have to go build over somewhere else. I need to get some cards to really know what I'm working with. So before I activate my potion and figure out what I'm going to do here, or my potions, I have to pull a guy off the board. Well, I think I need to empty some space over here. I'm going to get 2 cards. I will pull purple cards. Whoa. Oh man, yeah, we're doing this guy for sure. And so Millicent, another Millicent. That would be awesome if I was building super purple, but I'm not. So we got Scott's Curse here, which is going to help me out greatly. Because I've got a lot of work to do to get up here. Okay, so I need to collect. Oh, I can get dice. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to grab myself 2 purple dice. Alright, I am going to use this potion to pull back 4 dice. And so I'm going to take all my really, well, actually, I'm going to pull back 4 dice, but I'm going to pull back, yeah, I'll pull all my really nice dice. Okay. And so what I'm going to do here is, before I activate my second potion, I'm going to discard this dice to flip this one to any side. And now I've got a bunch of resources to work with, and then I will activate this potion, which I think I activated that one, then this one. And that's going to pull back another 4 dice. So, 1, 2. So a solo game, I'd say it takes about an hour. I mean, it takes me a little bit longer when I'm doing like a teach like this, because I'm kind of talking through some things. But the normal time ends up being a little bit shorter. Ooh, I'm very close to being able to build this. Sorry. So it all depends though on what kind of enemies. Some enemies end up going a little bit faster. Some players take a little bit longer, but I would say that it's an hour to an hour and a half for a solo session. We have some other play testers here, so how long do you guys normally take for your play sessions? If you guys have played the solo, just chime in the chat. Alright, now Ivy's turn, and we're in this little bit of a reprieve here, which is great. Alright, she gets a gray, which is excellent. Closest one goes to, it says roll. That's what the gray dice mean, roll. It's going to go to the bottle tower. Alright, oh, she's making me discard stuff again. Okay, I'm going to discard. I will get rid of dice because I just don't care about dice. Let's get rid of this. Okay, now it's my turn. And I am going to